Good morning. Oh, it's not morning anymore, is it? Good afternoon. I'm used to it being morning doing deals of the day. Hi guys, how are you? This was kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing we decided to do this morning. I was putting some tiered trays together. We've got a lot of cute new fall stuff in just from the last day or two. So I thought, why don't we do a little tutorial? I know some of our friends have had a lot of questions about putting tiered trays together. So it's just kind of a time, if you guys want to ask questions, you are more than welcome to. If you're out and about and want to stop in, you can totally do that too. We cleared off our little bench up here in case anybody wants to come join us. We've got treats out. We've got salted caramel chocolate chai iced. It's really, really good. So if you want to come by and grab a cup of that, we have that today. So yeah, if you're watching the replay, say hello. Let us know you're watching the replay. But I've got three tiered trays and one 2-tiered tray that we were just going to kind of go over today. Carol's here with me. Hi, there she is, and Shannon. And I'm going to put Shannon in charge of the camera here in a minute. So I told her, keep an eye on the trays. Keep an eye on the trays, not me, just the trays. So, but we've got lots of cute stuff to show you. If you do want anything that we're showing, Shannon's going to try to keep notes on that too, or of course I can watch the replay and we can write that down as well. But if you do have any questions, please go ahead and ask them and I will be happy to answer. Anything that I know the answer to. Last but not least, before we get started, I will say this at the end, but I also want to tell you guys, if you have a tiered tray or a vase or anything like that, you know that you are always welcome to bring it in. We can put flowers, kind of arrange them for you in your vase. If you want us to do a whole complete tiered tray for you, we can totally do that like every season as well. So keep that in mind too. Alrighty guys, I'm going to pass it over to Shannon. I guess I need to turn the camera around here. Okay, girl.
Ready?
Ready.
All right, you can show all these trays.
Yes, so you want to pan and kind of just show all of them really quickly. And then I will grab my notes here. And so we'll start with this one. This is tier tray 1.
Okay.
So basically, oh, we got a loose little thread here. Okay, isn't that so pretty? Maybe walk all the way around that one. Oh, isn't it pretty?
It's like the store. You have to go around it a couple times to catch everything.
That's right. So I want to tell you a couple of things that I did on this particular tray. I love this 3-tiered white tray. So this is the greenery that we use. Basically, it's one candle ring. So of course, on your top tier, you can always put a candle ring. That's kind of what works best. It kind of fills the space really well. You'll kind of see that I've done that on all of these here. But this one is really nice. It's kind of not like a grapevine, but what is that? I don't know. It's just a really thin. Let me show you. So basically that is what it looks like, okay? So just a really simple, and then I kind of spread the leaves out, kind of hang them over a little bit. And I like to put 3 things on my top layer. So on this one, we have this cut out of this really cute pumpkin. We just got this guy in yesterday. You can do a print or a block or a little sign. That is super cute, especially if you see all the way around it. You want to, of course, decorate all the way around it. If you're only seeing halfway around, then you can always just do greenery on the back to kind of fill in. But it's really nice when you can see all the way around. So again, we have 3 things on the top there. So I always recommend that. Odds are always best. I kind of like to make that kind of whimsy, I call it. I don't know, but just kind of like tilt it a little bit, give it some character.
That's such a pretty print too.
Isn't it so pretty?
Yeah. Yes.
So let me tell you a little bit, although those I kind of did line up a little bit, but this little Sherpa pumpkin we have here, see, I kind of put it throughout, but so we have it here, and then I also have it over here, and I kind of like doing that, like making things category, or catty corner. So yes, you want it to be cohesive, so all the same colors and all the same kind of theme, texture. I love doing different textures. As you can see, we have the wood chip, we have the what's this?
Braided,
Corn husk kind of thing, and then the Sherpa. Something else I love, which we've done on one of the other trays too. These little guys are super cute. They come in a bag of 12, and I love them as well. So we have one over here. We have, I think, one over here. Kind of scatter them throughout. So each layer, kind of like our corn husk pumpkin, we have it up here. Then we have it over here.
Oh yeah, there's another one.
Yep, there's another one. So it's nice to have the same or similar things on each layer, but kind of do them opposite of each other.
Oh, yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
I love using little bowls. This little trinket tray is brand new. It is so, so cute. It's got a little lid with it. So we just put some, a little half sphere in there. But it's great because you can actually use it. So you can use it as a tiered tray, or, you know, as a trinket tray, or you can use it as a display on your tiered tray. So this is something else. I just took little stems apart and filled in. I like to have my trays super full. So really no like blank spaces. And I think that's the problem why some people aren't happy with the way theirs turn out, is because there's a lot of empty space. So I like to make it really full, even going up higher. As you can see, this one I kind of stacked the pumpkins just to give it some height and fill all of that blank space in there.
Oh yeah, because you've got some back here too.
Yes, yes. So this guy, and you'll see this throughout, this is a great, great tip. So this little candle ring right here, I did actually cut it, and that is what this is right here. I cut the candle ring, opened it up, and kind of wrapped it around the bottom. Then I kind of did the same over here. So there is actually candle ring up here, a candle ring here, and a candle ring there. So just opened up. So we have 3 candle rings, and then I took a little branch off of one of these, cut it off, and just stuck it in there. So again, you have the cohesive greenery on each tier. Does anybody have any questions? Not yet?
Not yet.
Is anybody saying hello?
I haven't seen any.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. So I love this. It's kind of a muted, soft color palette. But that is the key, is to use greenery, but you can cut it apart. You can cut apart your...
Oh, Cindy Drake says hello.
Hello, Cindy Drake.
Oh, Bobby says hello too.
Hello, Bobby. You can cut apart your candle rings. You can cut apart half spheres. You can cut apart stems, and that's kind of what we're going to show on the next tray.
Hello, Derica.
But definitely love these guys. Again, they're just, you know, you can put them all throughout your home.
Good for
so
filler.
you buy, you buy the bag, and then you can put them in so many different places. Again, we have several on this tiered tray. I think I used them on our little 2-tiered tray as well. Okay, so if nobody has questions on tray 1, we'll move to tray 2.
Okay.
So tray 2, love this one. This one has a lot of new things that we just got in yesterday. Look at this cute little sign. Hey there, pumpkin. So again, 3 things on the top. Actually, we do have 4 because I added the beads. Love, love, love these beads. So this one's kind of an orange and off-white and gray color palette. So it's got a really cute little pumpkin up there. I did put a candle ring underneath and then kind of built everything up on top of it. We've got this really cute little orange pumpkin. That is brand new, a little cutout. And then I just kind of weaved the beads throughout. Sometimes on the beads, like I do have this tassel hanging down, you'll see on the bottom. Sometimes you might want to hide the tassel, which you totally can. But in this case, I thought it would look cute just hanging down, so I did that. Okay. So let's see, again, we have like a gray soft pumpkin over here. We have one over here. So it ties it together, but it's like opposite. Same kind of with, let's see, What else was there? This little wood pumpkin, we have it back there, and then we have one up front here on a different tier.
And that's a new pumpkin.
That's a new pumpkin as well. Really, really cute. This little gray squirrel is new. So basically what I did on these two tiers, this one's the candle ring. This one I actually is a half sphere, and I kind of stuck the squirrel down in there. But I took the stems, which I love. This is a nice full stem right here. I cut each one of them off, so it made seven little sprigs. And then that is what I've done to fill in. This is a half sphere as well. But all of these little areas right here are the little sprigs.
And you wouldn't even know. You would assume it was a candle ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look so cute? So, and if you need help with placement, but like I said, I like to not really have any empty spaces. So what I like to do is kind of put all my pieces in first, and then I cut my cut my stems, and I go back and I stick in my little sprigs wherever there's
That's
holes.
a good tip. So repeat that. So what do you do?
Okay. So I put all my wood pieces, my signs, my beads. Well, maybe not the beads. We kind of do that last. But all of your items that you want to put in your tray, you kind of position those first. Like your candle ring, you can stick in your half sphere. But then you can go back, take your stem or whatever you're using as filler, cut those up, and then you just stick them in all the little holes.
Okay.
All the little empty spaces.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
So again, all throughout this layer, that's what that is. And this one too, I actually put the little sprigs back here, to the side here.
How are you?
Again, we have another little, hi. We're doing a little live. Come on in. We're talking about tiered trays today. So come on in. So we have the little, again, that cute little trinket tray down there. So cute. So we did the beads up here at the top, and then we also did them down at the bottom. So we skipped a layer, then did them down here as well. And beads are super fun. They just add a little, again, kind of character to it. You just kind of weave them up and down all around. And this is an example where I kind of hid the tassel.
And these are the new beads that you just got in.
These are the new beads. Yep,
and
we
how
just
are
got
these
in.
different than the ones we had last week?
The other ones were brown. These are gray. So this whole tray I did in kind of this little pumpkin, you can kind of see too, has orange and cream and grays in it. So, and again, this little sign is kind of
it's easier to see. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really, really cute.
And that's really good. That's, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So let's see if there's anything else on this one. Again, similar colors, the orange, the off-white, the gray, kind of throughout. I love this little sign. Again, we kind of just put it kind of sideways or angled just to give it a little character. And we've got lots of different textures in here too. The wood chip pumpkin, a squishy, kind of Sherpa pumpkin over here, the cloth pumpkin. This little gray squirrel was really cute too. So that is a new little item. Let's see. So I cut the stems. That one I did not cut any half spheres. We'll show that one on our little 2-tiered tray. But just remember, anytime you're looking at our stems, always think that, if that might be a good filler for my tier tray. And again, we do have one over here. You want to go over here, Shannon, and show them what I have in this little guy. So we do have a little bit of different colored. You can mix a little bit, but you still want it to be in the same color palette.
Yes.
So, but most of our greenery throughout is the same. So, but yep, again, just sprigs kind of stuck in there. Again, we kind of layered this to give it some height. And I have pretty much every little space full. So I know some people don't, think that might be too much. And that is definitely a personal preference. This one I kind of weaved the garland again through that guy. So, and then I did stick the tassel out down here as well. But always remember, you can always tuck that tassel if you don't want it to show. Okay. Any other questions? Anybody got any questions yet?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Let's move to the third one. Again, we use the same kind of greenery in here. We also have the yellow. You know, you could do more yellows with the yellow flowers, and this would look really pretty with the yellows. So just kind of depending on the color scheme you're going for. This one, we have this little Sherpa, kind of a sagey pumpkin. So I kind of tied the backstrom block in with that, kind of with the blues, and then with this green. We got these really cute leaves in, and we divided them up. They came in a set of 4, and we are selling them separately for $3.99. But this one I did actually put 4 around. So we have the candle ring, and then I have, you want to go up here, Shannon, and show them up there. We have the 4 different leaves, just kind of.
And those would be acorn leaves, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they do kind of look like acorn leaves.
Oh,
yeah.
there's the sage right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But really, really cute. So we stuck one of each leaf up there, and then again, I kind of put them throughout. So in this little half sphere, I just stuck one right there, and then over in this half sphere, I stuck a brown one. So again, you're kind of making it cohesive. Something else I want to say, show this little, and I did this little block here. So lots of times you want to rise things up, because if we didn't have anything underneath this sign, you wouldn't be able to read the sign. It would just fall through. So any kind of little like wood piece you have, I know we even use like some of our little coaster holders or any kind of
You could even
block.
probably use, like styrofoam.
Yep,
or,
styrofoam
yeah.
or anything, and then you just cover it, with your greenery. But I love to like build things up. I think one of these other, this little guy might be, oh, look, the squirrel.
Oh.
He is on a little stand too, because we definitely want to see all of him. So you can build him up.
So your smaller pieces you recommend,
Rising.
unless they're tiered somehow, you recommend, because they're just going to get lost with the lip.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. This little guy, this pumpkin, I actually have him on a
Okay.
little riser.
Yes.
And then you just hide it with your greenery, and nobody ever has to know.
That's right. It's your secret.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. Anything else on? I always do love to use at least 1 or 2 little signs, with a little saying. Again, there's a backstrom block on that one. Like the autumn print, is pretty. So you do need a little something. It's not just pumpkins, but something with words or something with an image or
A variety.
Yeah. And you can, like a coffee mug, this is in your kitchen, you could always put cute coffee mugs, and then again, kind of do something like this. Stick a little half sphere in there, and then when you're using your coffee mug, just, put the half sphere down and use your mug, and then you can always put it back. So I definitely like using things that have multiple, purposes. Okay. Anybody else?
Diane says hello.
Hello, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Okay. So our last little. Oh, and so I did have this one left over. So and we are always happy to cut these for you if you by chance don't have like wire cutters or something like this at home. If you want us to cut it for you, we can always do that. But this stem right here, I got about 7 of these little sprigs off of. And I'd say I used maybe 2 to 3 stems to do all of this.
Okay, that's good to know. So you had one candle ring, and then the stand. Okay.
Yes, I think I have a half sphere here.
Okay.
Oh, something else I forgot to tell you on this one. So this one right here, it's a half a candle ring.
Oh, okay.
So let me, do we have any of the candle rings? I should have grabbed one. Here, let me grab one real quick. Here, great. So these are
Hold on. There we go. It dropped off.
Stop?
It's back.
Okay.
It's back.
So I love the plastic ones because it's super easy. You can just use scissors and cut this in half, and you could wrap it around, like this middle tray. You could wrap it under this one. But I actually, instead of doing that, I actually cut it into thirds.
Okay.
So I cut it in 3 different places, and then I just kind of wrapped it.
Where you wanted it.
Okay. Yep. So that's that. I don't actually know. That might be a half sphere.
I know I saw. Yeah.
But that, this, and this, I know are half or third of your rings. So always remember, you buy the greenery, but you can do so much with it than just use it what it's traditionally supposed to be used for. So yeah, I love that. And this makes it really easy. Some of the ones that have the thicker grapevine, they're too hard to cut.
Yes.
But this one that just has the really thin was easy to cut, and these that are plastic are super easy.
So did you use scissors? Okay, that's what it was. And then obviously you would use these if it was the grapevine or yes. Okay.
Yep. So that is what I did on that one. And then this little two-tiered one is super cute too. Again, we use this little bowl that you could use, for anything. And then we just stuck a little half sphere in there. Again, we used these little pumpkins that we got in the bag. We've got one over there. We've got one up here on the opposite side. And then we had a candle ring that matched. So that's what's on the top. Again, I have 3 things up at the top here. And then I cut a half sphere, which the half spheres are a little bit more difficult to cut, but they do work. Sometimes you've got to cut several different little pieces there to use them, but we didn't have a stem in this. That's why I used a half sphere.
Okay.
But I just cut all of the little pieces off, and that's what's kind of stuck around.
Like little sprigs.
Little sprigs just sticking out of all those little
that
those
looks
little
really pretty.
spaces.
Yeah.
So that's what all of these are, is just the half sphere cut.
So this theme for this one, what would you say? Maybe just a neutral, just kind of a neutral
just
theme?
kind of neutral, just kind of rustic, just, kinds of creams and tans. But yeah, like I said, we could do if brighter colors are your thing, we could do more of the yellows and the brighter colors. These are just, and we think next week, if you guys like this and want us to do another one, we were thinking next week of maybe doing like a couple of Halloween tiered trays.
Perfect.
But always remember, if you want to bring in your tray, we could totally put something together for you, give you ideas, or go ahead and do it for you.
And these are kind of just basic templates that you always follow, regardless of the season.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. So, again, nice for fall. These could totally go through, Thanksgiving. So, yeah. And again, I like to use a lot of different textures. And I think that's my biggest thing is I like it full. And the same with like bookshelves. I know like if Alana's on there, I went and did her bookshelves and I like it to be full, not cluttered, but full. So yeah, and you could do that by just adding little sprigs of the greenery in those little bare spaces.
Perfect.
Okay.
Do you like beads? Or are those one of your favorite
I do like the beads.
Complementary pieces or finishing pieces?
Yes, I do like the beads. And they just take a little bit of work. And that's the thing. This might take you a little bit if you want to do it on your own. It might take you a little bit of time. But that's what's nice. Once it's done for the season, it's pretty much done.
Right. Right.
You can lift the whole thing off, like if it's on your island or your kitchen table. You can just lift it to move it for dinner or whatever, and then just put it right back. So super, super simple. You do it once and get it how you want it, and then it's done for a couple of months. Yeah, till you move on to the next season.
Perfect.
So, okay.
Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, just holler, or if there's any pieces you saw that you are interested in and want to know what prices on, we can get you that too. A lot of this just came in. These little pumpkins just came in. Those are the little leaves. They're 4 different colors. The beads. And these are a perfect length. So I've been ordering this size a lot more.
What length are they?
They're about 28 inches.
Okay.
Yep, about 28 inches. And again, you can hide the tassels, or you can, show the tassels. But
would this be considered a Sherpa pumpkin?
Yep, I'd say that's
Soft.
more like the Sherpa.
Yeah.
And I love like the squishy because again, like even on one of these are stacked pumpkins, which you guys have seen. I kind of like can squish it down in there. So one of these. I thought
The,
I kind of like
here's-
squished it a little bit. Like you could always put something on top of here
it.
and
Okay.
to kind of fill
Yes.
it in if you
Yes.
wanted to.
Yes.
So don't be afraid to
Play
do
with them.
layers and height and
So this is tray 1.
So
if they see anything they like on tray
yep,
1, they can say tray 1.
And then yep, these little cutout guys are really cute, really lightweight. Again, you can weave some beads through there. And then tray 2, we've got lots of pretty things on there.
Tray 2 would be
These
your
guys
kind
are-
of your gray
Yeah,
and
gray
orange
and orange
theme.
and off-white.
Okay.
And then we have a little bit of greens on this one, our little sage green.
So that would be tray 3.
With all of our cute little leaves on there. The leaves are $3.99 a piece, I believe. And then I love that little sign. I love fall most of all. And again, if you really only see, I know a lot of people do kind of put them in their kitchen, like kind of in like a corner or something of a cabinet. So you could totally
Even that
let's
side.
just try that. Like we could just show this side, and you could put this little sign here.
And this is tray 4.
And yep, this is the last tray, and kind of do something like that.
Whimsy again.
Yeah, whimsy.
Play
You
with it a
maybe
little bit.
kind of build this up, maybe put something down there so it stays up a
There
little
you go.
bit. But yeah, so if that's the only side you see, then you're done.
Yes,
Don't have to
Diane,
really
bring
worry-
that tray in.
Don't have to worry about the back.
Yep.
So you could always put some beads or ribbon or something through the the handles as well. But again, that's why we love these guys, because they're so beautiful. But you could just lift them and move them, and if you need to.
They're a good starting point, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
No other questions?
I don't see any right now.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Let us know if you do have any questions or if you liked it, and maybe we'll try to do some more for you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Have a great day. Have a good
Stay
weekend.
cool.
Yeah, stay cool out there. Drink lots of water. Okay. Bye.
Bye.